All right. I've got the combos down. I've got the games recorded. Now it's time to write the SWORDSOUL 100-point playtesting. Good afternoon, Genesys gamers! I'm MBT, and this is 100-point playtesting. New points list PogChamp, new points list PogChamp. You know, some people see updates as a fantastic opportunity to finally brew something interesting. But not me. Presenting SWORDSOUL.
Do you like my sword?
So here's the list, which I took inspiration from Foxy. As always, I'll give you a background about the archetype, a little bit of a discussion about what I hope the deck can do, and of course, the card by card. But first, I'm always on the hunt for new interesting card games to dip my toes into, and Star Trek Warp caught my attention. All I need you to do today is wishlist it, and there's a link for that in the description. The gameplay takes place over 7 lanes, which really changes how you think about cards and deck building. If you're familiar with Star Trek, the decks are built on the back of iconic ships from the series. This sets up your health, your deck size, and a unique set of abilities. There's hundreds of cards to collect and use in deck building with endless customization options and battle strategies, with beloved Star Trek characters like Spock, Kirk, and Picard. I was a little WGN freak growing up, so I did watch a significant amount of these. You decide how to set out your crew, when to trigger abilities, when to cycle cards for momentum, how to manage energy, and there's a lot of moving parts, which makes it really fun to experiment with. The game itself also has a bunch of different ways to play. There's PvE modes with different deck requirements and restrictions that test your skills, alongside casual and ranked PvP gameplay, so you can sweat. I intend to sweat. I'm sweating. Star Trek Warp will first be available to founders who purchase a first contact pack full of exclusive items on Steam, and after that, it's going to be open to all. Again, thanks to Star Trek Warp for sponsoring this video. Okay, bye-bye. Goodbye. With that, let's slide into something more SWORDSOUL. SWORDSOUL is one of the early boogeymen of Genesys format, clearly overperforming in testing, and as a result was saddled with a truly ludicrous amount of points on release. I'm not really sure why. No links means their partner in crime, the Tenyi, are less than ideal. Eventually Konami came around as well, and finally knocked some points off. So, what are we going to do with our newfound points? Well, shut our eyes and pretend it's 2022, mostly. But by integrating a pretty expansive branded line into our plays, accessible from the Virtuous, we've at least got something to do that isn't just counting to 8 over and over again. So with that, let's get into the card by card. First up, 3 copies of Taya, 3 copies of Moye, 3 copies of Tenyi Spirit Saruya, who can't summon a big-ass Link monster, but is an extender, and 3 copies of Sithana. After that, we've got some one-ofs, the Iris SWORDSOUL, Tri-Brigade, Spriggan's Kit, Albion the Shrouded Dragon, the Golden SWORDSOUL, and Fallen of Albaz for our spells. We are on 3 branded in High Spirits to find Walbaz, 1 branded in Red, 3 Heavenly Dragon Circle, and 3 Pear Bear Scare. Still not sure about this card. I played it this weekend at Locals, and all of my opponents had it, which made it bad, but if they didn't have it, it was good. Finally, we're on 1 copy of Summon Breaker, searchable off of our Tenyi Synchro, and a SWORDSOUL Blackout. For our pointed cards, we've got Walbaz, 3 copies of SWORDSOUL Emergence, 3 Incredible Ecclesia the Virtuous, a Blazing Cartesia the Virtuous, and triple SWORDSOUL Strategist Longwan in the extra. Got a ton of branded stuff, a Secretarion, Protoplant Dragostapelia, Granguinol, Rindbrum, and Titanclad alongside a Sinister Sovereign Keeshing Longwan as our only 10. Yeah, Chengying is points now, and you don't actually really need to make a 10 as part of your end board. It just so happens that Longwan is a fine extender, and this is a decent card to make if everything goes through. Draco Berserker Mula Adhara adds a field spell from your deck to your hand on summon. 2 Bashia, 1 Chishao, 1 Mirror Jade, a Dragon that devours the Dogma, Albion, and Ecclesia, and the Dark Dragon, which I can't believe is at 3. In the side, we've got 3 Kaijus and 3 Interrupted Kaiju Slumber, triple Skullmeister, triple Twin Twisters, and triple Gravity Collapse. So with that, let's check out a match. Our match is up against Artmage, and this hand smells like 2022. It's like we just beat COVID all over again. We're going first, and our hand looks pretty good. We're going to begin with a copy of SWORDSOUL Moye. We will reveal in order to summon a token to our side of the field. Then we will synchro summon out an Ecclesia and the Dark Dragon. We'll activate the effect of that and the effect of the SWORDSOUL Moye to draw a card. Here a Saruya into a Walbaz into an Incredible Ecclesia the Virtuous. That'll translate to a Taya, which can banish the aforementioned Moye in order to summon a token to our side of the field. And because we have a non-effect monster, let's bring out the Saruya as well. We'll go Chishao, and we will send a copy of the Golden SWORDSOUL to the graveyard as we add a Blackout 2 Grip. After that, we can go ahead and synchro summon a Mula Adhara in order to grab Summon Breaker, a really irritating kind of floodgate that we get to end on. Finally, we will go for the Longwan alongside the token to make an Evil Longwan, deal 12, set 2, and pass back to our opponent, getting back the Ecclesia in the end phase. Our opponent's going to begin with a Dark Ruler No More, which is usually devastating, but here probably fine. they will go for a copy of Arcane Arts Acropolis and the continuous spell, to which we will activate Blackout. They'll go Cosmic Cyclone here, targeting our Summon Breaker, and we will activate Pair Bear Scare in order to prevent them from getting to the Fusion Summon without the Summon Breaker live. They'll take the Pair Bear Scare sitting on a Medius, and then set 2 and go to end phase. We'll draw for turn and should just be a hop skip at a jump to lethal here. Let's deal with the back row. We'll begin with a copy of Ecclesia into Walbaz. We will activate the effect of the Golden Sword Soul as well in order to get a pair of Ecclesias on our way to a Moye. From here, we can go ahead and summon out a Bashia, trigger the effect of the Moye to draw, and the Bashia to target one of these. It's the Pair Bear Scare. In paper, we'd be able to tell which one that is. Then we can special summon out the Saruya into a Draco Berserker. We'll go to the battle phase and attack over the Medius for 12. It'll trigger, they'll activate Awakening. We will Qixing Longwan. They make a Griflair. We can Qixing Longwan again as we get in for the rest of their life points. So pretty textbook game 1. I'm hoping game 2 will go the same, but looking at this grip, it seems unlikely. We've drawn no non-engine, and while Fallen of Albaz is a good card on the draw, I don't think it's going to be able to fuse into anything profitable against the Archmage end board. They're going to go for a Griflair into an alteration into a copy of Assault. Assault will grab a Medius, and of course the Medius will grab the Archmage Power Patron. So the only thing that's really concerning me here is Finmel, because it contests our Fallen of Albaz. So thankfully it doesn't look like we are going to see it. They will use the Assault to translate the Medius of the Pure into an Archmage for a non-finito to set the trap card here, adding the Succession as well. So while this is a layered board, at present it doesn't have anything I'm like immediately scared of. They'll activate the effect of Littera here, grab back the Archmage Power Patron so that their 3s are on, then they'll set a card. We'll draw for turn, and maybe this does it. We'll lead with Branded and High Spirits. Unfortunately, they will Awakening for the Finmel now, so we are going to have to contend with it. Afterwards, we are just going to go ahead and activate the effect of the Walbaz in hand. That is, unfortunately, not great, because as we activate the effect on field, they will activate Non-Finito to fuse into Secretarion, for which we don't have a clean out. We'll make Draco Berserker, and then go Fallen of Albaz, activate the effect into Finmel into Draco Berserker, but it's still negated, and then we'll go for a copy of Emergence for a long one and a target to pitch. Down goes the Golden Sword Soul. We'll get a token, summon a copy of Ecclesia, and scoop it up. We don't have a 10 that contests this. So it's time for that all-important game 3, and oh yeah, baby, we are not playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Today. Outside of the Gravity Collapse, this is a pretty weak hand. We're going to go Ecclesia for Moye, reveal Moye, which never feels good. We will just go ahead and get a token to our side of the field, and then go for the effect of the Qishao and the effect of the Moye. We draw a Longwan, thank God, so we can at least end on Qishao, Longwan, Blackout. We will go for that line here, also using the Heavenly Dragon Circle to cycle through a Saruya, so we can activate its graveyard effect later, and then dealing 12 before setting 2 and passing. I'm feeling pretty good about our position right here. Until I see the Dark Hole. Okay, well, they'll take 12 at least as they go for a Cartesia, and it looks like our opponent's grip sucks balls too. Well, can I beat this? I guess we'll have to find out. We draw a copy of Taya for turn. That's pretty good. We will activate the effect for a token, then we will make an Ecclesia in the Dark Dragon. We'll trigger the effect of it and the effect of the Taya for a Walbaz, then use the Walbaz to grab a copy of Virtuous. We'll activate the effect of the Virtuous for a Sword Soul of Moye because I want this Blackout online into these 2 cards just in case. We don't have anything super profitable to go into, so we're just going to pass back with an Ecclesia the Dark Dragon up. They go for Cosmic, and we will take the token, at which point they will go to battle phase and banish. Oh my god, why did I get the token? I was like, think how profitable this Blackout is going to be. Okay, we can still make this work. Heavenly Dragon Circle's graveyard effect here. Afterwards, we'll activate the Sathana in order to summon it to our side of the field for Bashia. Bashia, check the back row, and we can use its effect to bring back this copy of Sword Soul of Moye. All right, a little scary there, but it is going to end up working out. We'll make a copy of Draco Berserker, draw a card, and we'll just go to battle phase and hit for lethal. So we're back with the deck, and if my girl and Moye are drowning, let's do the pros and cons. First, the pros. 1, it's consistent. Getting to Moye and pals is a dream, and the cards are aggressively pointed enough that it's even a little repeatable. 2, I cannot believe you get to play Walbaz. This card's such a godsend for the strategy, and it's extremely available. And 3, you get access to a free win machine in Gravity Collapse, which always feels good. And the cons. 1, it's got a low ceiling. Often you'll be ending on an 8 and a 10 and thinking, what exactly am I meant to be doing against like a Dark Hole? 2, some hands are really rough, especially into boards. You've got a lot of normal summons and you're hardly guaranteed access to Walbaz. And 3, there are some cards this deck just doesn't do well against. Big-ass unaffected guys are kind of an issue. All in all, this is a fun list for people who miss Sword Soul, but I can't help but play the branded cards and think, man, I should just be doing more of this.